Oh, we're broadcasting. Oh Lord, I didn't realize. Okay, well, so here's what we're gonna do. um, sequel to the sequel. Sequel to The Mysterious Letter, Episode 2. Another mysterious letter, this time in size A4. You open the door to your apartment building's mailroom. Postman, postman is holding out his arm to you to pick a few envelopes up. The envelope he holds is addressed to Mr. John Smith. You look at it curiously, as you don't know anyone of that name. You also look at the the postal room in your building, curiously, because you didn't realize the post office was so embedded into the residential buildings of the city. A post office worker per building? That's amazing. How much budget does the post office get? It is an important function, and not just in case you have a package to deliver or receive. You can buy or pick a book, magazine, or just sit and relax while you are waiting to receive the package. The post of a day. Every building in a town has a postal service, and that you may find your name in one. You might be lucky to find it. You order a martini at the post office martini bar. Yes, and while you while you sip, you read that post offices have been a part of America since its earliest beginnings. Some believe they originated in the 1700s when a number of private companies began sending and delivering letters through couriers who would walk from one settlement such as Boston to another. You think, why the post office? Why isn't the office of the Surgeon General delivering the mail? Because, of course, the officers are needed in surgery, which the officer could perform himself or herself. Why is it not the president that hands the letter to the recipients? Because it is the post of it to give you the letters, so you'll be more informed, better. The mailman cannot do everything. The mailman should be in charge of the nuclear device keys. And in charge of approving which drugs go for circulation. Illicit and illicit. In short, they need to stay away. You're not allowed to handle the weapons or the money. You finish your drink, take a deep breath. It's your turn. You open the small A4 envelope and look down. There's no stamp on the front, only a handwritten note. Miss Susie. Hey, Mr. Postman. I have a question. What do people use the size A4 for? I mean the size A4 as a paper. I will tell you if you promise to keep the secret, and you will never tell a soul. Okay, so it was really stupid of you. And that was wrong, but I'm sorry. And that was really mean, don't you remember? This is just for me and the missus. We have to talk about it. We have to figure it out. Just tell me. I'll order another martini. Question mark. Will that convince you? Question mark. You look in the fridge. There are still plenty. Yes, you should go and take one. And you're right, I'm going to tell her. You are asking a good point, but bad question. So she's going to be upset with me, and you should apologize too. But not before you've finished your first one, I insist. Now tell me the purpose of the paper size called A4. To make big letters, you silly goose. A 4x6 page. The old saying goes, I'm gonna kill my boss. The new saying should say, I'm gonna put a gun to the old lady's face. I will not say it to you. You cannot hear me, and if we say it's your turn, you cannot understand it anyway. That's a long saying. It's a very long saying. It's a very clumsy saying. You know, like your name, your address is Miss Susie, the secretary of Mr. John Smith. Well, that makes sense. I thought it was weird, too. You say, and you get a second martini, and then go over there and say, I'm very, very sorry, Miss Susan, for being rude and impolite and insensitive and thoughtless. Let's make amends. Let's make amends, and I'll buy you a drink. How about a nice Friday special post office Sazerac? You take your new martini, walk back and stand behind him. Miss, can you please listen? I have a very interesting thing to tell. A piece of history that I should have known better. But now it's gone. And there are consequences. I have not the words, but the truth to show. I hope this is the best martinis, because you have earned a break. I have the story, but I want to hear the whole truth. If there are secrets or lies in it, then the punishment must come to you as well. This is very important to you, so you should not run. You're a good woman, but you must pay attention, please. Continue. So, this story started a long, long time ago, when I worked for the government. My job was simple. I just took letters to people and delivered. People who wrote in and asked to be informed when their names came up in any of the government's files, and other people who wanted a quick letter or package delivery. And of course, those people were mostly government. The Postal Service does everything. They deliver all your packages to you, pick your bills, mail you things for magazines, books, all of it. Any very little bit is their business. They don't leave anything. You would be very surprised. It takes up an incredible amount of resources. Which is understandable considering you can technically order yourself a Jack Daniel's ice cream special from someplace in the Midwest and have it sent to you packed in liquid nitrogen so that it doesn't get freezer burn. Not liquid nitrogen. Yeah, that sounds like a good idea for ice cream, actually. Do you want the number? It will go to your on card or whatever is easiest for you. It has your address on it. You can call me at any time. You don't have any messages, but that would just be too confusing. Process an order of Jack Daniel's ice cream, protected in liquid nitrogen, and one pit bull puppy, alive, in the same package. In the good nitrogen. You go back to your apartment building and find that Miss Susie has locked herself in her office to think. After about 10 minutes, you see the window opening and then a key rattling the knob to let the postman in the mailroom out. It was just the two of them working there. Get a sense of the post office guy and Miss Susie's rapport with each other. Do they work well together? Question mark. Yes, very good. But the problem is this. The government was sending secret files to people in the public. The president himself. He wasn't supposed to send it. He had never been there. Why would he have that info? They had to get it off the computers and get it to the source. Find out the source of secrets. All secrets. How did I get this information? If I told you what happened, you would probably try and take the information and put me in prison or someplace and make sure that you didn't have to listen to the information. And then it would be useless. You need the information, and I've given it, so you will keep my word to do what I say. The police. The police. Well, fuck you. This isn't going to happen. You don't have enough power or strength to fuck me, and my friend's over. I'm sorry, but you just aren't as strong or smart as us. You can't fight us. We control every part of your brain, and you cannot escape. If I tell you this, then I have nothing to lose and everything to gain. It won't make any difference if you know. It only means that I have something to live for. I will not betray the cause. I'm here to protect the truth. Wait, you just said that if you told me the truth, things would be better for you, and yet you're refusing to tell me the truth because of the cause. I want you to step back, turn around and look at yourself, say that, realize maybe it's not the most logical thing, and then go back inside your body and then say that again to me. How do you feel? The truth will help the cause. You don't understand. That doesn't matter. The cause doesn't have a purpose if the whole world cannot see the cause and understand it. I'm sorry. The world has to know about the secret documents and what is really going to happen, and the government needs to get them off the computers. I'll see what I can do. I will make some copies of the original documents for myself, and I will get to the source, and then I will destroy the originals. Then next step will be more complicated because we must convince you to make others to stop using the technology. I can tell that you are a smart woman, and so you should understand this by now. Let's not use the word is. The verb to be is the most stifling verb in the language. One isn't one thing or the other thing. One can occupy both things. So, I think in the end this is going to be great. Thank you for your time. 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 You don't want a friend of mine who is close to you? I can give her a letter or a postcard, and then you have to decide. It could be that she will understand your story, but will try to take over. You can choose the friend of a friend, and so on. try to unload as much of your stuff as possible using your flagrant negotiation skills. Well, you did get rid of my name tag, but I'm just saying, I want to talk to somebody, and then we could go back to the post office, and you could give them all of your things, and if there's something wrong, it would just go straight through their minds, because the truth always wins. Review the truth's record for the past 4 seasons. Yes, it is alright. There were some times that I thought about this. It's like when I read a newspaper and I find that I think of the people that were involved and how the news might have gone different, and I have trouble getting over those ideas. This happens sometimes. Flesh out the chronology of our deliverables timeline. The chronology, yes, I will do that. I've been asked to do, and it will not go the way it has, because I have no doubt that I'm telling you the truth. I hope that it is worth everything. As you recall from our last conversation, no doubt it is going to be worth everything. I have already sacrificed much of my life, and damn, I have yet to know you fully. Yet to know you fully. Jubilee. Well, hello there. What a coincidence. I was wondering if you've ever called. Yes, I am glad that you did, and we are just having an amazing conversation about everything. Sounds great. You cannot possibly understand how important this conversation will be to me, but there's one thing I want you to know because it might have slipped my mind. My name is Mary, and I have something for your husband to tell him before I tell anyone else. Mary's eyes sparkled with delight as her phone vibrated to a call coming in, and it seemed to be an incoming text as well, but she was unable to take it until later. Take her. Ensure that your coworker gets another 2 weeks of vacation time so that they can help you with this quest. So you want my number, so you know that it will get there? That's fine. That's the least that I deserve. Do you know where to send a postcard? It is my address, so if you don't hear anything from the next 2 weeks, then I will assume you don't care about what you promised me. I'm not a big fan of ultimatums, Missy. Goodbye. She puts her hands over the mouthpiece of the cell as her boss called. He told her that there were 3 new jobs available, and that the 2 positions would have their start dates immediately, but would work out their schedules for after Christmas. You apply to all 3 jobs, and sending a postcard to Miss Susie, asking for any advice as to the job interview. And that you would be taking 2 weeks for yourself to recover from your injury and would not come in those weeks. You have no idea if she would even want you anyway because of the stunt you pulled, and she's your supervisor, and so you're giving her the power to let you stay at the post office because she's the only one in authority over the position that you are going to do. Whatever the fuck you feel. No, I don't have a fucking clue. You should apply for it. Fuck, if I do it for both of you, it'll be less than a month. Then you have your vacation. Okay, do it. Okay. Okay, do it. And then the rest will have to happen. I can't do it, but I'm afraid you'll get hurt. You won't believe what you get. But don't worry, you won't regret it. I just hope you're able. If you're not, you are still going to be really happy with the gift that you will be getting. You just might get more. Request a job position. Request job position. And list of objectives and duties. That can't wait. Sorry. You need the application right away? Okay, just fill out the form below. We'll have a nice person look through your references and get you an appointment. We will keep your information confidential, and we promise to get back to you in a timely manner. You have our word on it. Research the job positions you are applying for. This will only take 5 minutes, and this is for free. The other ones cost you money because they are expensive. They will probably give it to you without the test. Fill out application. Search for more info as to the job positions. Good luck, you got a great deal. And you get the phone, you can't stop grinning as the screen came up. It says that this is a very prestigious position that was opened by the president, and it pays really well, and that he will do whatever it takes to hire the right people. Write the White House a letter, size A4, in Sharpie, the words, whatever it takes, question mark, ... Right, the White House letter. Huh. Sorry, did you need to know anything more? Just ask, we're ready to help you out, but first let's leave your postcard and the name of your husband. Oh, you said that your name is... You can call your husband and ask him when you have time to talk, and we don't know his cell phone number or anything. You provide human resources with all the information they need. They need. There's one small thing that we had to do for the job. It's just like a police background check because it's a high security job and we have access everywhere. You list the addresses of all your places of residence in every planes of existence for the past 400 years. That's no biggie. It only costs $1, and we won't have any trouble paying that. You know how to contact him when it comes to the phone, or mailbox, and so on? You can take care of it, because the only place he's ever worked is the government. We have to check him out. It's the law. How is it the law when most of it was written by crooks? Question mark. Well, if they don't do it like this, you could end up doing jail time. So the law has been passed to protect us and all of the public, because it is a huge pain to go through a lot of things. The way that you do that would be to just tell your supervisor to just give the request. And that is a lot better than telling you. Get a second and third and fourth opinion. Oh, we can get you the background report if you want to. I don't mind, but we have a bunch of these. It won't be a problem. You've been really busy lately, and your friends think it's good that you're doing this for them. So I'll tell your supervisor. You're a lifesaver. Cast, duplicate, flesh, level 5. Duplicate your fingerprints. Paste fingerprints onto cardstock. Gently put it in an envelope, send it to a government security agency that is processing your background check. Your background check. Okay, that is the one. Thank you so much. It will save so many lives, and it cannot be that hard. The background check, well, it won't even make sense to anyone but the president, so he knows why you have done this. But the card should go through in less than a day. Make plans to infiltrate the agency from the inside. I want that fucking badge. I'm sick of waiting. That would be perfect. And what do I say if they say you're not qualified? Fuck them. They have no fucking right to do something like that, and I'm not the first person to apply for this. They have been trying for a year. I'll show that son of a bitch. Recall son of a bitch's name. Yeah, he's the one in charge, the chief. Oh, that is so stupid. Why are you still doing that? I can get the information from you. And then we have to figure a whole other plan out for when we have to leave the agency. He'll have the background checks on everyone. How would I get one of them? Sorry. It's not easy for a girl. They don't do it. I can tell. You'll never be allowed into this. You'll never be allowed into this. You have already been told that you are the most unqualified, stupid fucking moron that we have ever hired. You just can't stop. You're making such bad mistakes. You just need to listen to your supervisors and get the information. Record every meeting. Oh my god, I can hardly handle you and the job at the same time. This would be so easily real as a normal guy. Oh fuck, you're gonna love me so much. You have to be there for the meeting with the director of human resource. You follow the action items of every meeting in an email in order to get a written sign-off from your supervisors. They can use that, and it's for their protection if the wrong person reads it. No one can read it but you and the director. I have the original. You need to write your own story. They can use that, and it's for their projection. If the wrong person reads it, they're going to jail. It will cost them so much time, and it will make you so happy. They will do anything for you. I can't wait for them to find out what a dumbass they were. You're gonna love being the one that tells them. There is always a way. There is always another way. Yes, you can take the file, copy it onto a CD, and hand it to someone. Or even burn copies of it for your computer. Then there's always a few days to make all those changes, and you are done. Okay. I'm so excited. I'm going to kill you with joy you can't imagine. It won't be so easy for me. It's so big, I can barely understand half of it. You're going to love reading this. I can see it. We'll start with the first chapter. I've been looking forward to this so much. The moral of the story is... Oh God, don't ever lie about what is written in the Bible. Oh God, there are too many chapters. It'll take forever to finish. I can hardly stand up, but you can't be this tall. That has got to weigh 20 pounds or more. This book is amazing. It has so many chapters. I have a million questions. I'm going to take a little break, and I'll be back.